Alright, no mistakes. The deck is going to cooperate with me this game. It's time for a Regi Rampage. Okay. Well, maybe it'll be a mirror match. And they'll choose to go second. No, okay. So it is possible to get a turn 1 attack. Just everything needs to go right. And, I mean, with this hand, things could go right. But I think I'll put the Regice down just to be safe. Okay, so the Mew match. Oh, it's Mew with Avery. Why are people playing Avery? It's not fair. People are playing Avery. People are playing Collapse Stadium. They're going to see that Regi and just start going crazy. Like, oh, this is the one time that I was ready with the Avery. And so my plans for June, there's a lot. I'm going to go through all the semi-viable Astral Radiance decks. I'm going to go back to the year 1 of Sword and Shield, find every just semi-viable card, try and build a deck around it, see how it works with all these new cards coming out. And then I have something super secret planned for either the end of June or beginning of July. I might have to wait until after the Pokemon Go set, because there's a few decks from the Pokemon Go set that I'm interested in making. And the Real Sunny Games, hello! How are you doing today? I can't remember who won the tournament. Was it Jolteon? I think it was Jolteon that won the tournament. Let me check. And I was like, no one's playing, man, you gotta play that Manaphy. Like, it wasn't even Jolteon with a baby Jolteon. It was just Jolteon VMAX that went 5-0-1, which is insane. And this is a great starting hand. Okay, so I can knock out this Moo. We got the Regieleki. Please don't tell me that I prized. Please don't tell me I prized the good Regi. I did not. Okay, so they are done. I'm winning this game. Okay, so you capture energy first. Oh crap! I have 2 grass and a fire, so I need another one. But I mean, I can't do anything unless I capture energy anyway. So I want. Okay, so I want the. Let's just go for the Gigas. That makes the most sense. Alright, so Ultra Ball away the 2 Aurora Energy. Hope that I just find an energy all on its own. Get the Registeel. Alright, Scoop Up Net into the Regice. And you can actually beat Mew VMAX pretty easily. Just the Regigigas is crazy good. It does 300 to a Mew VMAX. I hate that effect when you put a Dragon Pokemon in the active. Alright. Would I like to discard? No. And thank you for coming into the domain. So if you haven't heard... Oh, crap. Yes. Tomorrow is the beginning of sub-month. Well, that's a useless card. And I got it. I got the combo. So I got the knockout. That's probably just going to be a concede. Yeah, I need to quick ball the Aurora Energy. Busted. I guess I go get the Radiant Greninja since I'm probably going to research next turn. Actually, I have everything. I have everything. It's like it's not even a question of am I going to win this game? I'm going to win this game. I am so confident. If I lose this game, everyone watching gets a free pack. That's how confident that's how confident I am. If I lose this game, everyone gets a free pack. Deal? Deal. Double Ordinary Rod. And I have the Drago, so if they Avery me, I'm not worried. I have double Ordinary Rod. I have a backup Drago. I have a backup Gigas. Everything is going to be awesome. And yeah, sub-month. It's going to be, you subscribe to me, you get 15 codes. And if you're a resub, you get 15 Champions Path, and that is game. Oh, you'll love to see Mew falter. Look at that, 240. If they had actually been able to play the game, I had the Regigigas. This is beautiful. When the deck works, it works. Alright, so this is... yeah, this is a perfect Snorlax start. Perfect Snorlax start. There's almost no way I'm going to be able to do anything unless this is... it's the Miltank. Well, they don't want to see my deck. Miltank, Jirachi, Radiant Greninja. I have no idea what this could be, actually. Like, is it just a Miltank deck with consistency, or is there something more sinister going on? And what because I was really bored yesterday, and I was just like, you know what? I had a bunch of just random promo codes. Oh, I don't think Bamboy plays PTCGO or TCG Live. Okay, I see a Zacian. So this must be like Dialga, right? It must be Dialga with a Miltank? Alright, double Aurora Energy, that's cool. So, Stormy Mountains, let's go get a Drago. I think I want the 241, because if I get the 241, then we're golden. Capture Energy, I can't get there. So Capture Energy for... who do I only have one of? I only have... okay, so I didn't prize anybody important. So let's go get the... dude. Because I don't want to let them knock out a Gigas. Because I know I'm not going to be able to use Regigigas this turn anyways. Maybe I should have Aurora'd, but... oh, would I like to discard? No. But I just figure, you know, I'm going to get a research or something, right? Yeah. Exactly what I figured. I can Ultra Ball away the Drago and the Rock. I can Ordinary Rod them back in. I research. I hope they knock out the Snorlax and not somebody on the bench. Because if they do that, then I have to find a Scoop Up Net and do all the boring stuff. But Regigigas, I refuse to believe it is a good deck, and yet it still gets wins. It's been doing pretty well in tournaments. It shouldn't work, right? It shouldn't work. And yet it does. And one of the really funny things is, so the Regigigas, if you look at the wording on Ancient Wisdom, you can attach up to 3 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. It doesn't have to be a Regi. So in Expanded on PTCGO, because they actually have Skyfield, but if you use Skyfield, you can actually use a turn 1 like Magical Miracle with Gardevoir and Sylveon, or the Togepi, Cleffa, and Igglybuff. You can use that GX attack. So you can pull off some insane combos in Expanded with Regigigas. And Bamboy, you have to live in Canada or Mexico to get access to it, or use a VPN. Otherwise, you can just get PTCGO. Reginald Gigas, exactly. Alright, so because they use research, don't find an Escape Rope. As long as they don't find an Escape Rope, and they knock out the Snorlax, I am fully okay with this. But they are... I mean... this is kind of crazy how they've been able to just power up their Zacians. Oh, and it's probably covered by the Gigas, but there is an Escape Rope in their discard, so I'm thinking they're out of Escape Rope. Because, like, why would you play more than one? That would just be... And expanded, you could have all Regis and use multiple Ancient Wisdom. Yeah, it's crazy. With Scoop Up Nets, you can do all these crazy things. And Bamboy, I think just get it on the official site, right? Yeah, so just Pokemon.com. You can type in PDCGO on Google and just go to the Pokemon.com website. Yeah, just you were the 700th follower, so I thought I'd give you a code. Alright, so I believe I win as long as I can get a energy, but I'm not confident that I can get an Aurora Energy, so I might just want to use Regieleki. You know, I might wuss out here and just hit their bench, because they don't have a Manaphy or anything, so I think I'll play it safe. Okay, so I have a capture. So let's get rid of the Drago and the Rock, because those are both in play. Go get a... I mean, there's no better option. I mean, I could have used the Greninja, actually. But I might have drawn into something I didn't want. Like, I could have drawn into like 2 Ordinary Rods, and then I just lose because I can't recycle the right Regis. Yeah, so I'm going to research the hand away. Hopefully there's a Regice in here, or a Quick Ball. There we go. So I got the things. Let's actually... I mean, does it make sense to go for... I don't think it makes sense to go... Capture Energy, does it? I think you just go Powerful Colorless Energy. You Quick Ball away the Twin Energy. You go get the Regice. Bench the Regice. Ancient Wisdom to the Regieleki. And yeah, I wouldn't have had it, so... Or actually I would have if I got rid of the Aurora. But you can't trust the game all the time, right? Alright, so Terra Spark. I definitely want to hit the Jirachi and... So the Jirachi and the Oranguru. Because they might actually attack with Miltank at some point. So I do want to put the damage there. And Bamboy, it is Pokemon TCG Online. So yeah, you can just put the code in there and you'll be fine. And of course they're playing Switch Cart. Of course they're playing the freaking Switch Cart. Good news is I have my backup Regieleki in the hand. If they come up with the fresh Zacian, I don't think I can knock it out. Because I can do 170. I would need another Powerful Colorless Energy and a Choice Belt, so I can't do that. So then we're attacking with the Drago. So I'll just do 240 with Dragon Energy, because they're not playing any way to get damage on that Regi. And if they put an air balloon on a Zacian, then Registeel's Heavy Slam knocks it out. So Registeel's Heavy Slam one-shots a Zacian. So you have to be very careful when playing against this deck, because if you're not paying attention and you put an air balloon on a Pokemon with a 2 retreat cost, like an Arceus V, Registeel just knocks you out. And there you go. See, I can just attack with Registeel. But I don't even need to use the Drago. So I think this is just a win. Because there's so many threats with this deck. Once it gets up and running, it's pretty much autopilot. You just have to make sure you're recycling well enough. And it actually makes more sense for me to attack with the Registeel because I have the backup one in my hand. Just, you have to worry about 6 or 7 different Pokemon depending if you split the Drago. Alright, so Regieleki goes down. Okay, I will attach to this Registeel And then I'll just manually attach the powerful colorless energy. So I have a Regigigas that's just slowly getting energy attached to it. So the powerful colorless energy goes there, and an easy 220. Obviously, the problem with this deck is if you have a bad hand, you can't really get out of it. Like right now, I have no way of drawing cards. So if they knock out my Regigigas and like they crush and hammer away all my energy, I literally have nothing to do. So it's a very fragile deck. Or if they'd played Avery right now, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. If they played Collapse Stadium, I wouldn't have been fine with Collapse Stadium either. So there's a lot of ways to beat Regigigas. It's just, I mean, it's interesting. Again, I refuse to believe it's good, but it can definitely get some wins when it works. I will concede that. It gets wins. I just refuse to believe it's good. Alright, and they're switching into the Zacian V. I only have to do 130 damage to knock it out, so I believe it is time for a Regirock. Because I don't want to show them the Regigigas yet. It's not quite ready for battle. The Regieleki doesn't make sense. The Regirock, however, does. So the Registeel goes down. I'll shuffle back in. These two, it's just once it starts working, you just gotta hope you get a supporter at some point. Alright, so let's put the Aurora Energy on the Regigigas. I'll get rid of this Aurora Energy. Then Ancient Wisdom, 1, 2, 3. Man, this deck is gonna not be usable once Aurora Energy's gone from the format. Once Aurora Energy rotates, this deck is done. Unless they reprint Rainbow Energy, which is not likely, given what we've seen from Japan, but you never know. But the only way this deck would work is if we get a Rainbow Energy reprint. Because Rainbow Energy was always a, you know, especially in this format, Rainbow Energy would be super balanced, because if you're playing his Rainbow Energy in your deck, you have to watch out for Hisuian Samurott V-Star. And there's other decks that, you know, just prey upon you having too many damage counters on your side of the field. So I think Rainbow Energy would be perfectly balanced. And it's just, we're going to lose Quick Ball. Because it's still, even though it was printed again in Fusion Strike, it wasn't a reprint. Because it still has the D marker. And we're also losing Twin Energy. There's so many single prize decks that are just going to be unplayable when Twin Energy rotates. And I am not looking forward to that day, because it's just going to be a multi-prizer like world. Because how are you going to play Durant without Twin Energy? How are you going to play like Miltank? Well, I mean, you can play Miltank with Blissey and that's fine. But you know what I mean. Scoop Up, yeah, Scoop Up Net rotates too. So Reggie is, yeah, I think because of Scoop Up Net, Regigigas is pretty much just done. We also lose Ordinary Rod. Quick Ball, Ordinary Rod, Scoop Up Net. Capture Energy. How can you play Single Strike Snorlax? Just put the Snorlax in the deck and have some powerful colorless energy and some Houndoom. All right, so I mean, there's no reason to do anything. I have the win, so I'll just. Oh, I can't use Giga Impact. That's boring. All right, so I'll just retreat. Yeah, so I'll use a big brain play here. Big brain play. Whoever they send up is getting knocked out. I'm just going to send up the Regieleki. I don't really care who they put up in the active. I'm just going to send up the Regieleki, knock out the Jirachi, put some damage on the Oranguru. Oh. Well, I've made a critical error. I didn't think they'd send up the Zacian. I wasn't thinking. I probably had the knockout with Regigigas with the Choice Belt. But, you know, when you know you have the victory, you stop thinking, right? What's the point of thinking when you're a winner? That's what I always say. Why do you need to think if you're just a born winner? A Skyfield Reaper? No. Don't put any ideas in the developers' heads. No, Skyfield would be horrible. Skyfield would just create so many broken decks. Like, you just play like as many, like, because we'll have to get somebody to replace Crobat V. Like, we haven't, like, we're entering a situation, and there's the victory. Regigigas busted deck. The thing is, I've already made a video about, uh-oh, this might be Rapid Strike Urshifu, and that is like the one weakness of this deck. I've already made a video about how bad TCG Live is. I don't want to make another one. It just seems redundant, you know, especially with the tweets I have coming out. And I'm pretty proud of the tweet I put out today. You can check it out if you haven't seen it, but I'm pretty proud of that one. Because it fits so perfectly. And I was thinking of adding a third line, because, like, obviously Mom Spaghetti would be the next one, and then I could have switched it to Mom Spicy Curry. But I just felt like Spicy Curry didn't quite fit the rhyme. Like, I felt like it was too... it didn't fit enough. So as much as I wanted to include a third line to that song, I just couldn't do it. Don't be Rapid Strike Urshifu. This could be Rapid Strike Urshifu. It could also be Malamar, I guess. But it's probably Urshifu. And this deck, the one weakness, Avery Urshifu, the one weakness. I mean, I guess if they can't get my Gigas in the active and I just power up the Regigigas, I have a slight chance of winning. Okay. I mean, let's just, for science's sake, let's just see how bad it is. Let's just see how just absolutely horrible this matchup is. Yeah, that tweet, I was just like, I looked at the heavy ball. I'm like, balls are heavy. And then I saw that there was a terrible Beedrill in the set. I'm like, B's weak. B's weak, balls are heavy. And just B's weak, balls are heavy, Mom Spicy Curry doesn't... I don't know, maybe I thought too much about it. Maybe Mom Spicy Curry should have been included. Technically with so many different types. And you don't even have the, like the... oh, crap. The good types either, right? Alright, so Choice Belt. Losing an Ordinary Rod's not great, but I mean, I'm going to lose this game anyway. So I prized just a Regice, so that's cool. Alright, research. But just, you don't have a Psychic or a Dark type Regi, which is really unfortunate. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I'm one short. Stormy Mountains, so let's go get the Regieleki. I mean, I guess technically I could get it, right? I could technically get it here if I put the Greninja down, Aurora Energy, and get the dude. I didn't get the dude, I got the other dudes. That is totally fine. Let's see if I can Energy Loto for the other dude. Capture Energy. Well, I mean, I got it, right? So... Let's get the Greninja out of there. Capture energy for a Drago. Obviously, Regigate is useless. But I can attack this turn. So I guess I want the 241. Oh man, if things were different, I could have knocked out the Urshifu with the Regi. If things were slightly different, or if I had so close. So close. Maybe I shouldn't have got that Twin Energy. So close to a knockout, it's not even funny. So if the Tower of Water had been in there, would have been fine. And what about VIP Pass? I don't know. I think you're fine. Like, if you look at that, I did get everyone on turn 1. I got everyone on turn 1. It's just I didn't have the right one in the active. That is the only difference, because I didn't have the one that does 240. But if they just had a Tower of Waters down, they'd have no retreat cost, and then I would have knocked it out with the Registeel. So, I mean, I didn't have a great starting hand, but if I start the Regidrago, I literally basically just win the game, because I knock out their one Urshifu. So I don't think you need Gloria or VIP Pass. And Regiherb, Regi Magma. Yeah, there should be a Regi for every type. Like, if we don't get a new evolution in Scarlet and Violet, I'm gonna be so cheesed. Like, could you imagine not giving us a new evolution? Sylveon was the last one, and that was like 10 years ago. There should be a new evolution every generation. So by like year 2040, we're all good, except they'll introduce like 5 new types, and then we'll be screwed. But like, we need more evolutions. There needs to be an evolution showcased in the trailer tomorrow. I know all the leaks are saying like, oh, we'll get a dark type Hypno or something weird. No way. No way. Oh, why did I attach that energy? Okay, we're totally fine here. So I have a Choice Belt on the Gigas. I don't want to use Cynthia's Ambition because they are very likely to do the thing, and they didn't realize that I just have the knockout. So Heavy Slam. Oh, thank you. So I think I'm okay, because if they put another one, I have a backup Regigigas, I have a Capture Energy, I have a whole bunch of dudes. So I think what I'm hoping for is that they boss up the Regigigas, but they can't do that, because they would have to boss and Melanie. So I think the Regigigas is fine. And this is how you knock out a VMAX, because this does 300 before Choice Belt and before Powerful Colorless Energy. And it's guaranteed that if they use Raihan, they're only going to take out 2 bench Pokemon. So I think I win, because, oh, this is insane. Ravage Drag Urshifu VMAX has the distinct advantage against this deck. And yet, oh yeah, get out of here, Urshifu. You stand no chance. You stand no chance.